Transfer pricing question number 7. Bright Furniture Company has two division FXR and division FQR. Both divisions are independent. Each division serves a different market in the furniture industry. Division FXR manufactures furniture that is used by the canteens or coffee bars. The division plans to introduce a cushion seat for the counter chairs. A cushion seat currently made by the division FQR for use on its stylish stool could be modified for use on the new counter chair. Division FQR can make the necessary modification to the cushion seat easily. So what basically it's saying that one company is there, Bright Future Company. It is having two division, FXR and FQR. Okay, and both division, दोनों division independent है, and both are serving as a different market in the furniture industry. उसके बाद जो FXR division है वो furniture manufacture कर रहा है canteens और coffee bars के लिए, and the division plans to introduce cushion से, वो अभी प्लान कर रहा है कि cushion seat भी इंट्रोड्यूस करे for counter chair. तो क्वेश्चन सीट मतलब ऑलरेडी FQR जो डिवीज़न है, दूसरा डिवीज़न, ऑलरेडी क्वेश्चन सीट बना रहा है फॉर इट्स, मतलब वो स्टाइलिश टूल के लिए क्वेश्चन सीट ऑलरेडी बना रहा है, जिसको मॉडिफाई करके दैट द सेम कैन बी यूज्ड फॉर द FXR डिवीज़न का जो काउंटर चेयर है ना, उसके लिए इट कैन बी यूज्ड. सो डिवीज़न FQR कैन मेक द नेसेसरी मॉडिफिकेशन टू द क्वेश्चन सीट इजीली, और वो FQR इजीली मॉडिफिकेशन कर भी सकता है. The raw material used in division FQR seats are slightly different and should cost about 20% more than those used in division FQR stylish tool. Okay, so whatever raw material they are already using in FQR, you will have, for FXR division, if they are making that cushion seat, it will cost 20% extra. The division FQR is operating at full capacity. By making the cushion seat for division FXR, division FQR have to cut its production of stylish tools. Obviously they will have to cut because they are already operating at full capacity. If they are going to spend some time for FXR, obviously they have to cut down on their own production. Then however, division FQR can increase its production of normal stools. Okay, but they can increase its production of normal stools. How it can increase is given here. The labor time freed by not having to fabricate the frame or assemble the stylish stool can be shifted to the frame fabrication and assembly of the normal stool. The division FXR can switch its labor force between these two models of stools without any loss of efficiency. Labor hours cannot be increased. Division FQR has excess demand for both products. Following a division FQR standard cost for the two stools and a schedule of division FQR's manufacturing overhead. Then FQR division standard selling price and cost is given. The selling price is given, then raw material cost is given, direct labor cost is given, and then less manufacturing overhead cost is given, and then profit. So for a division, this is they've given like attaching seat to frames and attaching rubber feet. DH refers to direct labor hour, obviously. Then for division manufacturing overhead budget, and they have given the manufacturing overhead budget. All the indirect materials given, whether it is in variable or whether it is not variable, all the whatever overheads are there, they have given here. Then this is the total overhead, 1,53,60,000. Capacity in direct labor hour 3 lakh. Then overhead rate per direct labor hour is 51.20. That's what is here, 51.20 per direct labor hour. Then required is assume that you are the corporate controller. What transfer price would you recommend for a 200 units lots of seats? The moment you see transfer price first thing should come in your mind should be whether there is a capacity constraint. So in this case there is a capacity constraint because FQR is already operating at 100% capacity. Hence if they are going to spend some time for other division, they have to sacrifice on their own production, and also there will be loss of opportunity. So when it comes in your mind like opportunity loss will be there, so two things should come, like the transfer price has to be variable cost plus opportunity cost. So first let's find out the opportunity cost for this. So for cushion seat only, right? So see, for material, this cushion seat only they are making for normal stool. For material 9.60 and 16 this is used, and for labor this cushion fabrication how much, 15. And for manufacturing overhead also we will take, but we will take only variable, but this is mixed of fixed as well as variable. So we have to segregate in this. Manufacturing overhead budget is there, in this we have to segregate. So see, cushion material they have taken 9.60, then that is padding and vinyl. Total cushion material is 25.60, and in the question it is given that it will be 20% costly. See here, about 20% more than those used in division FQ or something they have given. So that's why cost increased by 20%, 5.12. So cost of cushion seat is 30.72. Then cushion fabrication labor, that's what I said here, right? Fabrication labor, see, 0.5 into 30 rupees per hour, direct labor hour, so 15 rupees. And variable overhead is nothing but this manufacturing variable overhead, but this manufacturing overhead consists of fixed as well as variable, so we have to segregate this first. So this thing, variable and fixed, total and per direct labor hour, what you have to do, just take this one item, keep noting down as per the natures. For example, indirect labor variable, put in variable. Indirect material, indirect labor, both variable, put in variable. Supervision non-variable, put in non-variable. Power use varies with activity. But rates are fixed. Obviously rates are fixed. Varies with activity means per unit is fixed, but it is varying with the volume. So obviously it is also variable only. 720, put in variable. Heat and light, non-variable, put in non-variable. Miscellaneous expenses, miscellaneous overhead, put in non-variable. Depreciation fixed, put in non-variable. Employee benefit. This is 20% supervision, and 20% of supervision, direct and indirect labor. So direct labor is here, which is variable. Indirect labor is here, which is also given variable. But supervision is here, which is showing is non-variable. So what you have to do, first you have to find out the direct labor. So it is 20% of supervision, direct and indirect labor. So here they found out 20% of 10 lakh plus direct labor plus 15 lakh is equal to 23 lakh. If we solve, we will get direct labor 90 lakh. So just like that, you have segregated all variable here, all fixed here. This per unit how you got is here. You are having capacity 3 lakh, capacity of direct labor hours. So divide everything by 3 lakh. You will get that per direct labor hour, variable as well as fixed. Then this direct labor cost we got. Now 20% of each, 20% of this 90 lakh, 18 lakh which is variable, 20% of supervision which is fixed. So here see, supervision is how much, 10 lakh, no? So 20% of that 2 lakh they have taken fixed, 20% indirect labor variable, total it, okay, like that. That's it. So you got the variable what we say, cost per unit. Okay, so cost per direct labor hour. Okay. So 20 rupees it came, right? 20 rupees. So 20 rupees into for per unit how many hours it is taking. That question if you see, for this question it's taking only 0.5 hours, so that's why 20 rupees into 0.5 hours, so it comes to 10 rupees. So this is a variable cost per cushion seat. But they said here to recommend for 200 units lot of seats, so per unit variable cost into 200 you will get total variable cost 11,144. So one part is then of this transfer price, like variable cost is taken out. Now we have to find out the how much opportunity we are losing. So with this one statement showing fixed overhead and variable overhead rate per direct labor hour. Sorry, not this one. Statement showing loss of contribution margin from outside sales. On this one, it's that division is going to sacrifice, right? Stylish tool and normal tool. Because if it is sacrificing stylish tool, it is gaining on normal tool, because the time left over due to non spending time over this framing and all other things, it is saving some time which is being transferred to normal tool, and with that time it's able to produce more of normal tools. So here it is giving, here it is losing, so only the net will be our contribution lost. That's why we have to find out for both. So raw material is there, raw material total how much? 58.20, here 63.04. so raw material taken, we will start with first we will start with selling price. Obviously selling price 225, 160, material taken 58.20, 63.04. see, selling price is there, material is there, then direct labor hour here 15, 45, 824, 45 and 24. Then variable overhead 20 rupees there. This 20 into 1.5 you have to do. See, where is that? For see, for this stylish tool alone, this 0.5, for this 1.5, for this 1.5, for this 1.5, so 1.5 for stylish tool for this one 0.5 and 0.3, so 0.8 here, so 20 into 1.5 and 20 into 0.8. that's what they have done here. That's all. If you deduct from selling price, you will get contribution margin per unit, multiply with 200. Why 200? Because see, if why 200 is because see, they are producing the stylish tool. In that, one of the material is that cushion, what is that called? One of the material is that cushion fabrication. If that material itself is missing, they will not be able to make the stylish tool itself. So if 200 quantity of that is missing, obviously 200 quantity will fall short of stylish tool. So that's why they will lose 200. So contribution lost is for 200 units. That's why 200 units is taken. So 200 into 91.80, this much contribution we lost. And now come to here. Don't take just like that here, because we have to find out how much time is left over here. So see, first see the working note 4, number of economic office tools that can be produced. Labor has to make 200 unit lot of stylish tools. For 200 units, for 1 unit it is taking 1.5 hours. So 1.5 hours into 200 units, it is taking 300 hours total. But it is sending to the FXR department only that cushion material, which is taking only half hour. So 200 units into 0.5 hours, 100 hours only is being used. The 200 hours is remaining idle. So labor hours available for normal stool is 200 hours, and one normal stool is taking 0.8 hours. So 200 divided by 0.8 hours, this use of extra hours devoted to normal stool is like this. So out of that After 200 hours we can make 250 stools. So that's what is taken here, 250. So multiply the 250 into 56.96, you will get 14,240. That much we are gaining. So net how much we are gaining? Amount of contribution margin lost as a result of shifting production to the normal stool is 4,120. Net of this 18,360 lost minus 14,240 gain. Net loss is 4,120. So see, since the FQR division is operating at full capacity, the transfer pricing must consider the division's variable cost of manufacturing the seat plus lost contribution margin that will result from losing outside sales. Thus the transfer price equals to this contribution plus this variable cost. So 11,144 plus this 4,120. That's what they have said here. That's it. Question number 8, negotiated transfer price. Tripod Limited has 3 divisions, X, Y and Z, which make products X, Y and Z respectively. For division Y, the only direct material is product X, and for Z, the only direct material is product Y. Division X purchases all its raw material from outside. Direct selling overhead representing commission to external sales agents are avoided on all internal transfers. Division Y additionally incurs rupees 10 per unit and rupees 8 per unit on units delivered to external customers and Z respectively. Y also incurs rupees 6 per unit picked up from X. Various external suppliers supply at Y's factory at the stated price of rupees 85 per unit. Additional information is given below. So for X, Y, Z respectively, direct material is given external supplier rate 40, 85 and 135 respectively. Then direct labor is given 30, 50, 45. Sales agents commission 15, 15, 10. Then selling price if they are selling in external market 110, 117, 240. And production capacity is given in units 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. External demand is given in units 14,000, 26,000, 42,000. Required is discuss the range of negotiation for managers X, Y and Z for the number of units and the transfer price for internal transfers. So is this question we will fix the transfer price. Okay, we will fix the range. So say transfer price fixation for product 1 means for the product X. So for what is the capacity? Production capacity is 20,000 and external demand is 14,000. So the external demand 14,000, ideal capacity 6,000 units. So transfer price for external demand should be external market price minus selling cost. Okay, for example, if X is transferring to Y, how much it's going to lose due to not selling in external market? 110 it will lose, but it will say how much? 15 rupees it will save. So ultimately it will lose 95. So for getting 85, because 85 Y can purchase from outside 85 at 85 only. So the company as a whole will not allow this, because losing this 95 for 85 is not wise. So that's why no transfer. For ideal capacity 6,000 units are there. So for that minimum transfer price should be variable cost. Variable cost is how much of this 40 and 14, 50. So 40 plus 50 is the variable cost. That is the minimum transfer price. And what is the maximum transfer price? It should be external price minus delivery cost. Means if Y is going to purchase from outside 85, because since it has to incur for this thing also, pickup cost also it has to incur. So that once again, I mean not outside, sorry, one second. I mean if it is, suppose even if it is charging 85, which is the market price, and if it is coming for direct pickup from X, it has to incur rupees 6. So ultimately the what we say 79 rupees cost is. So ultimately the cost should not increase for them more than 85. If they are picking from us at 79 and spending 6 rupees for pickup, then it's coming to 85. If it is exceeding more than that, why should they come and pick from us? They can buy it well from outside at 85. That's why it has to be 79 max. Okay, then there are some notes for that. When external demand of X is sacrificed and transfer made, the company loses 110 selling price but saves rupees 15 agents commission. The net loss to the company is rupees 95. If the company purchases the X from outside, it has to pay only rupees 85 purchase cost. It is better to pay rupees 85 than lose rupees 95. Hence it should not transfer by sacrificing in external demand. When there is no transfer, no need to fix transfer price. Then the real cost of transferring is not rupees 95 but rupees 101. Why? Because see, we lose rupees 95 and also incur rupees 6 pickup cost. Buying is cheaper as long as it is less than rupees 101. Okay, see, for this it is losing 95. No, not only 95, because if they are buying from X, if division Y is getting from X, it is going to incur 95 as well as the 6 rupees also. So ultimately they are losing 101. Then regarding idle capacity, that is, there is no opportunity cost. The transfer pricing should minimum recover the variable cost of intermediate product. The transfer price should not exceed rupees 79, that is 85 minus rupees 6, because in that case division Y will prefer to buy from outside, which creates goal conflict. How goal conflict is because the goal conflict is because in company's interest using idle capacity costs only 76 rupees. How 76? If it's 40 and 30 plus that pickup cost, so 76 rupees. But buying cost is rupees 85. This 85. Company would like to transfer while division Y would like to purchase if transfer price exceeds rupees 79. Okay, so first product done. Then transfer price fixation of product Y. Variable cost of Y at different purchase cost of X. So particulars, if transfer price is 70 or 79, because that is the range we fixed here, 70 and 79. So if we take the transfer price, what would be? So product X at 70 or 79. Then pickup cost, it's going to incur Y from X is rupees 6. Then labor is given here 50 rupees. So 50 in both the cases. Then delivery cost for internal delivery, because it's going to deliver to this thing Z. So for that 8 rupees. So total variable cost for internal transfer is 134 and 143 maximum. 134 is minimum, 143 is maximum. So now we'll analyze for division Y. Division Y is having 30,000 units capacity, in which external demand is 26,000, ideal capacity is 4,000 units. So for external demand, it has to be if suppose it is not giving to external demand, how much it will lose. It will lose the external market price, which is 170. Selling in external market price, selling in external market is 170. The 70 it will lose, but it will save what? This 15 rupees, which is the selling agents commission, that they will save, as well as the external delivery cost. Extra delivery cost is like if they are delivering to the external market, they are incurring 10 rupees, whereas if they are delivering internally, they are incurring only 8 rupees to Z, so that's why they're 2 rupees, so 153. So see, if they have to transfer to Z, 153 is a loss, whereas Z can get it from outside at 135. So the company will think spending 153 for getting 135 is not wise, so no transfer. Then idle capacity 4000 units. Minimum transfer price is 134. Maximum is 135 only, not this 143, because if it is more than 135, obviously it will go and buy from outside this at 135 only. That's why that range has to be 134 minimum and 135. The transfer price has to be between that. So see, when we sacrifice external demand of Y and transfer to Z, the company loses a selling price of rupees 170 and saves selling cost and extra delivery cost of rupees 15 and rupees 2 respectively, thereby losing net rupees 153. It is better for the company to buy Y from outside at rupees 135 rather than lose at 153 on internal transfer. Thus, no transfer should be made by sacrificing external demand. Since no transfer made, no need to fix transfer price. In company's interest, idle capacity should be used and transfer made at variable cost of rupees 134, which should be minimum transfer price. Any transfer price above rupees 135 will make division Z purchase Y, which creates goal conflict. Hence, transfer price for Y should be between rupees 134 and rupees 135. To have this range X, transfer price should be between 70 to 71 only, not that 79. Why 79? Because we have to do the reverse working. See, we have to, this should be not, where is that? This should not be 140, it has to be 135 only. So 135 minus 8 minus 50 minus 6, you will get 71. That's what is done here. Then product, then it's saying produce 6000 units of X using the idle capacity and transfer it to Y at a transfer price of rupees 70 to 71, and produce 4000 units of Y using idle capacity and transfer to Z at a transfer price of 134 to 135. It should be observed that manufacturing Y and transferring to Z is feasible only when X is manufactured and transferred to Y. Buying X and manufacturing Y cost the company rupees 143, which is more than Y's buying cost of rupees 135. So, and we can conclude that Y to Z transfer can happen only for so many units transferred from X to Z. How much X is transferred to Y, that much only Y will transfer to Z. Suppose X idle capacity is 4000 units and Y idle capacity is 6000 units. In this case, Y to Z we can transfer only 4000 units, keeping balance 2000 units as idle. Okay, that's it, done.